am not some insensitive, work-crazy dragon lady, and I'm not gonna let you depict me as one.
If this really does depict the relationship between the giant and the little girl, then these things you call porcupines would appear to be gifts that the little girl is accepting.
Of course, you attributed it all to your ex-wife, Joan, but you gave her the details of my life because you wanted to depict her with contempt.
This year, we depict perhaps the most important day in our shared past, the first Thanksgiving!
Hey, welcome to The Explainer. You've probably heard that classic advice for good communication, right? Show, don't tell. But what does that really look like? Well, today we're going to zero in on one single word that's at the heart of that whole idea. It's a word that helps you take what's in your head and put it out there for everyone else to see, whether that's on a canvas, in a book, or even on a spreadsheet.
All right, so let's start with this simple question. Just think about it for a second. When you want to get an idea across to someone, really get it across, whether it's a scene or a feeling or just a concept, how do you do it? How do you make them see it just like you do?
The answer? We depict it. And yeah, that word depict is so much more than just showing or describing. It's about painting a picture, creating a true representation of something. And once you get the hang of it, man, it just levels up your communication game, no matter if you're talking about art or business data. It's all about making sure everyone is seeing the same thing.
Okay, so what does depict actually mean? Let's dig in and really unpack its meaning so we can see why it's such a powerful word.
So there it is, the official definition, to represent by or as if by a picture. And that as if by a picture part, that's everything. That's the key. It doesn't matter if you're using actual paint or just words. The goal is exactly the same. You're trying to make someone else see what you're seeing in your head.
A definition is great and all, but this word really comes alive when you see it out in the wild. So let's check out a few examples of how people use it in totally different areas.
Okay, let's start with the obvious one, art. In a painting, an artist isn't just telling you, hey, I saw a pretty sunset. No way. They're using colors and light and shadow to depict that sunset. They're showing you those incredible fiery reds and deep purples so you can experience it too. Now, think about a great book you've read. The author doesn't have paint, right? Their tools are words. And with those words, they can depict a character's inner turmoil so clearly. You know, the racing heart, the tight jaw, that shaky voice. You feel it. It's like you're right there in the room with them. That's depiction. And get this, it's not just for artsy stuff. Think about a boring old business meeting. You could read a long list of sales numbers, or you could look at a simple bar chart. That chart, with its rising bars, visually depicts the company's growth. It tells a whole story of success in like 2 seconds. That's powerful. So you might be wondering, okay, but why not just say show or describe? And you know what? That's a great question. The difference is subtle, but it's super important. It's all about the nuance.
So check this out. Describe is basically tell me about it. It's giving facts, like the car is red, the car is fast. But depict, that's show, don't tell. It's about creating an experience. Instead of listing facts, you'd say something that shows me the blur of crimson paint as it screams down the road. See the difference? One gives you data, the other gives you a picture in your head.
All right, let's bring this all home. How can you start dropping this word into your own conversations and writing? Let's break it down into a super simple guide.
It's really just 3 easy steps. First, just remember the main idea. You're trying to show something, to represent it. Second, think visually. If you can see it, either with your actual eyes or just in your imagination, depict is probably the word you're looking for. And finally, don't be shy. Use it for all sorts of things. Art, stories, even data. It fits everywhere.
Honestly, if you forget everything else, just remember this one thing. To depict something is to create a clear picture so that someone else can see it. That's it. It's all about clarity and making sure you and the other person are on the same page, looking at the same mental image.
So I'm going to leave you with a little challenge. Think about your day. It could be anything. A conversation you had, a feeling you felt, maybe just an idea that popped into your head. How would you depict it for someone else? How would you make them truly see it? Go on, give it a shot. That's how you really start to own this word.